Hello everyone. Today we are going to see the new topic, rational number. So already we learned the number system in class of 6th and 7th. We learned the number system. First we learned the natural number system, second one whole number, then integer. These three things already we discussed in 6th and 7th standard. This year we are going to newly learn the new number system, that is nothing but your rational number. So already you know that rational, it is in the form of p by q. So your fraction form. So definition of rational number. So definition of a rational number is a rational number. A rational number is of the form. A rational number is of the form p divided by q, where p and q are your integers. P and q are your integers and your q not equal to 0. If your q is 0 means what happened? P divided by q means it will comes to not defined. So that your q should not be 0. This is the definition of the rational number. Next, so this chapter we are going to discuss about the properties of the algebraic expressions. So what all are the main properties? Already we know that closure property, commutative property, associative property, identity property and inverse property. Already we learned this 5 property. It satisfied your natural number, whole number and integer or not. So already we learned and deeply we learned in class 6th and 7th. This year we are going to check all these properties satisfying the rational number or not. Okay. So you will see some example here. So what are the examples? So rational number means it should be in the form of p by q. So any p and q, it should be a integer. So integer is what? Minus 5, minus 4, minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, up to it's still going on. These are all called integers. So you write any p by q. Minus 4 divided by 3. This is a one rational number. 5 divided by 7. This is another rational number. This kind we can give many rational number. So your rational number, it should be in the form of p divided by q. Your p and q should be a integers. Okay. First we will check the closure property. Properties of rational numbers. So first one, closure property. So closure property. What is a closure property? Closure property is nothing but A star B belongs to A, where A and B belongs to A. So A and B may be any rational number, A and B. So it is belongs to rational number. Your star represent the operations. So what are the major operations we are having in the mathematics? So you know that 4 operations are there. What all are that? Addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. So star represent the operation. So A is a one rational number, B is another rational number. So if you are using by any operation, so it is belongs to your A represent your rational number system. It is A is nothing but any number system. So that is why uniquely we are writing A. Okay. If both if you are A and B, if you are first we are using the addition operation means A plus B. So if you are adding both rational number, we will get a one answer of rational number. That is also belongs to the rational number system, means that is satisfying the closure property. It does not belongs to the rational number, means we can say that that is not satisfying the closure property. So that is why I am giving A and B belongs to. Already I say A is nothing but your rational number. So A and B also rational number. So if you see one example, easily you can understand. First we will check for your addition. So first for addition. So you take any two rational number A and B, any two rational number. I am taking A is equal to 1 by 2, B is equal to 1 by 4. So first one for addition. So 1 by 2 plus 1 by 4. So your denominator is different. So we want to find the LCM. So what will we get here? 2 divided by 4 plus 1 divided by 4 is equal to 3 divided by 4. So this is your resulting answer. 3 divided by 4. It is in the form of P by Q. So clearly we can say this is also belongs to your rational number. Rational number we can denote the symbol like Q. Why we are denoting the symbol like Q? Q is nothing but your quotient. That is why all the rational number we are denoted by Q, capital Q. So that is why clearly we can say that quotient property is satisfied for your addition. So second one. What is your second one is nothing but your subtraction. So subtraction. So what will be happened here? So same, we will take the same example here, A and B, same given. So we will check it, A minus B. So addition is A plus B, subtraction is A minus B. What happened here? 1 by 2 minus 1 by 4 is equal to 2 divided by 4 minus 1 by 4 is equal to 1 by 4. So your resulting answer is what? 1 by 4. 1 by 4 also belongs to your rational number. So this is also belongs to your rational number. So clearly we can say your subtraction also satisfying the closure property comes under the rational number. Then third one is the multiplication. So multiplication. So multiplication means we want to multiply A into B. So what happened here? 1 by 2 into 1 by 4. So what will we get? 1 by 8. 1 by 8 also belongs to a rational number. So hence we can say that multiplication also satisfying. Then final one, your division. So what about the division? A divided by B is equal to 1 by 2 divided by 1 by 4. This comes to numerator, means what happened? We want to take the reciprocal. So what will we get here? 1 by 2 into 4 divided by 1. So we can cancel it here. So we can say that 2 divided by 1. So we can conclude that 2 divided by 1 also belongs to your rational number. So hence we can conclude here. So your all the operation is satisfy the closure property comes under the rational number. So second, what is the second property here? Second property is nothing but commutative property. What is the commutative property? Commutative property. Commutative property. What is the commutative property? It is nothing but A star B is equal to B star A, where A and B belongs to your rational number. So A is one rational number, B is another rational number. So if you are using the operation reverse also, it is same, means it satisfies the commutative property. Unless otherwise we can say that this is does not satisfy the commutative property. First one is so we will use the addition. So addition. So we will take same problem, same example. A is equal to 1 by 2, B is equal to 1 by 4. So what will be happen here? A plus B is equal to B plus A. This is for your addition. So we will find out here. So what is your A plus B? A plus B is equal to 1 by 2 plus 1 by 4. So find the LCM. What will be happened here? 2 2 divided by 4 plus 1 divided by 4 is equal to 3 divided by 4. What about your right hand side? Right hand side is b plus a. So b plus a is equal to what happened here? 1 divided by 4 plus 1 by 2 is equal to 1 divided by 4 plus 2 divided by 4. So if you are adding, what will we get? 3 divided by 4. So we can say that both a plus b and b plus a both are equal. So hence we can conclude here your addition is satisfying the commutative property, comes under the rational number. Next we will check for subtraction. So what about the subtraction here? Subtraction means a minus b. So clearly we can say that already we know that in a natural number system, real numbers, natural number system, whole number system and integer, it does not equal. So we will check it is satisfying here or not. So a minus b. So a minus b is equal to, what is your a? A is nothing but your 1 by 2. 1 by 2 minus 1 by 4. What happened here is equal to, if you take the LCM, so what will we get here? 2 divided by 4 minus 1 divided by 4 is equal to, so subtracting your denominator are equal, so we can subtract the numerator. So 2 minus 1 is 1 divided by 4. So what about b minus a? B minus a is equal to 1 by 4 minus 1 by 2. So take LCM, what will be happen here? 1 by 4 minus 2 divided by 4 is equal to, so 1 minus 2 we will get minus 1 divided by 4. Here both are not equal, so we can conclude here subtraction does not satisfy the commutative property. Then third one is what? Multiplication. Third one is a multiplication. What about the multiplication? A into b is equal to b into a. So a into b is equal to 1 by 2 into 1 by 4. So you will get 1 by 8. So what about b into a? B into a is equal to 1 by 4 into 1 by 2. If we multiply, what will we get? 1 by 8. So both are equal. So we can conclude here multiplication is satisfies the commutative property. Then what about the next one? Division. So what about the division? So a divided by b is equal to b divided by a. So here it is never equal to. So we will see here. So a divided by b. A divided by b is equal to 1 by 2 divided by 1 by 4. So your denominator comes to numerator means it will get a reciprocal. So 1 by 2 into 4 divided by 1 is equal to 2 divided by 1. So what about b divided by a? B divided by a is equal to 1 by 4 divided by 1 by 2. So it is comes to the reciprocal means 1 by 4 into 2 divided by 1 is equal to, if you cancel means 1 divided by 2. So here both are not equal. So hence we can conclude here division does not satisfy the commutative property. Then third property is associative property. Associative property. So associative property is nothing but it includes the three elements. So A star, B star, C is equal to A star B star C, where A, B, C belongs to your real number, rational number. So first here, second to B and C, you are having a bracket. Your right hand side, first two they are clubbing here. So this is the associative property. So we will check here, same like the four operations. First one, addition. Addition. So we will take three numbers. A is equal to 1 by 2. So B is equal to 1 by 4, C is equal to 1 by 5. Okay. So A is equal to 1 by 2, B is equal to 1 by 4, C is equal to 1 by 5. First we will check the addition. So A plus B plus C is equal to A plus B plus C. First we will choose the left hand side. So A plus B plus C is equal to 1 by 2 plus 1 by 4 plus 1 by 5. Already we know the Boltzmann rule. Boltzmann rule says we want to finish the first operation in the bracket. So we want to do the operation here. So what will we get here? 1 by 2 plus. So what about the LCM of 4 and 5? 20 is your LCM. So what will we get here? 5 plus 4 divided by 20 is equal to 1 by 2 plus 9 divided by 20. So what is the LCM here? 2 and 20, your LCM is 20. So you will get 10 divided by 20 plus 9 divided by 20 is equal to 19 divided by 20. This is your LHS. What about your RHS? A plus B plus C is equal to 1 by 2 plus 1 by 4 plus 1 by 5. First we want to do the operations in the bracket. What is the LCM here? 2 and 4, your LCM is 4. So 2 divided by 4 plus 1 divided by 4 plus 1 by 5 is equal to 3 divided by 4 plus 1 by 5. So LCM of 4 and 5 is what? 20. So what will we get? 3 into 5, 15. 4 into 4, 1 into 4, 4. So 15 plus 4 divided by 20 is equal to 19 divided by 20. Both your LHS and RHS are equal. So we can conclude here addition is satisfying the associative property. Then what about the second one? Subtraction. So subtraction. So what happened here? A minus B minus C is not equal to A minus B minus C. So we will see how it is not equal. So we will choose your left hand side. A minus B minus C is equal to 1 by 2 minus half. What about your B? 1 by 4 minus 1 by 5. So what happened here is equal to 1 by 2 minus the LCM is what? 20. So 5 minus 4 divided by 20 means what will we get here? 1 by 2 minus here 5 minus 4 is 1. 1 divided by 20. What is the LCM here? 20. So 10 minus 1 divided by 20 is equal to 9 divided by 20. This is your LHS. So what about your RHS? A minus B minus C. So 1 by 2 minus 1 by 4 minus 1 by 5. We want to do the operations in the bracket first. So what happened here? LCM is 4. So 2 divided by 4 minus 1 by 4 minus 1 by 5 is equal to, so 2 by 4 minus 1 by 4 is, what will we get here? 1 divided by 4 minus 1 divided by 5. What is the LCM here? So your LCM is 20. So 5 minus 4 divided by 20 is equal to 1 divided by 20. But here what about your left hand side? 9 divided by 20. Your right hand side is 1 divided by 20. Both are not equal. So we can conclude here subtraction does not satisfy the associative property. What about your third one? Third one is the multiplication. So what about the multiplication? A into B into C is equal to A into B into C. So firstly we choose the left hand side. So A into B into C is equal to 1 by 2 into 1 by 4 into 1 by 5. So first we will do the operations in the bracket. So what will we get here? 1 by 2 into 1 divided by 20. So what happened here? So if you multiply means 1 divided by 40. What about your RHS? So A into B into C is equal to 1 by 2 into 1 by 4 into 1 by 5. First we want to do the operations in the bracket. So what will be happen here? If you multiply means 1 divided by 8 into 1 divided by 5 is equal to 1 divided by 40. Your LHS and your RHS are equal. So we can conclude here associative satisfies the multiplication comes under the rational numbers. Now what about your final one? The final one is division. So clearly we can say that your division does not satisfy the associative property. So we will see that. Division. So what about the division? A divide B divide C is equal to A divide B divide C. First we will choose your left hand side. So what will be happen here? A divide B divide C is equal to 1 by 2 divided by 1 by 4 divided by 1 by 5. So if you want to this division, you want to convert into the multiplication means this one you want to take the reciprocal. So what will we get? 1 divided by 2 divide 1 divided by 4 into 5 divided by 1. So if you multiply means you will get a 5 by 4. This multiplication, this division you want to change means, you want to change in the multiplication means this will get a reciprocal. So what will be happen here? 1 divided by 2 into, what is the reciprocal of 5 by 4? 4 divided by 5. So if you cancel means what will we get here? 2. So 2 divided by 5. What about your RHS? So what about the RHS? A divided by B divided by C is equal to 1 by 2 divided by 1 by 4 divided by 1 by 5. First we want to do the operation in the bracket. So what will be happen here? 1 divided by 2 into, so division we want to change in the multiplication means this one we want to change the reciprocal. 4 divided by 1. So 1 by 5. So if you multiply means what will be happen here? 2 divided by 1. So 2 divided by 1. This one you change means multiplication. 5 divided by 1 reciprocal. So you will get 10. Both are not equal. Here you are getting 2 divided by 5. Here you are getting 10. So both are not equal. So we can conclude here associative property does not satisfy the division comes under the rational number. Okay. Then fourth one is the identity. So identity only we are having for addition and multiplication. So how can you find the identity? A star is equal to E star, A is equal to A. So in addition means, so addition, if you are having A belongs to any rational number. So your addition, if you are an example, A is equal to 1 by 2. A is equal to 1 by 2 plus which number we are adding, you will get again what we want to get? A only. So what is your A? 1 by 2. So here we are taking A is equal to 1 by 2. So 1 by 2 plus which number we are adding, again you will get a 1 by 2 is the answer. So easily you know that. So 0 plus anything, you will get that number anything value only. So 1 by 2 plus 0 is equal to 1 by 2. So we can easily say that 0 is your additive identity. Hence 0 is additive identity. What about the multiplication? Say multiplication also. So multiplication also, A star E. So we want to say same one, A is equal to 1 by 2. A into, so 1 by 2 into which number you will get, again we will get 1 by 2. So easily you know that. So 1 by 2 into 1 is equal to 1 by 2. So if you are multiplying 1 with any number, you will get the same number only. So hence we can conclude that 1 is the multiplicative identity. Hence 1 is the multiplicative identity. So this is a very important one, but they can ask 0 is the additive identity, 1 is the multiplicative identity. Okay. Then last one is inverse property. So inverse properties, what all are the things we are having for identity, that same operation only we can find the inverse. So what all are the operation we are having the identity? Only addition and multiplication. So easily we can say that inverse property only we can find addition and multiplication only. Addition and multiplication only. So what is the inverse property? A star B is equal to B star A is equal to E. E is what? E is nothing but your identity. So addition means if you want to multiply, if you want to add A plus B is equal to B plus A, what we want to get? We want to get 0. So easily we can say in addition. So in example we are taking A is equal to 1 by 3. Okay. So which number? So 1 by 3 plus which number we are adding? We will get 0. Easily you can say that minus 1 by 3. 1 by 3 plus minus 1 by 3. Plus into minus you will get a minus. So 1 by 3 minus 1 by 3 you will get 0. So in addition, inverse means simply we can say that negative term of what is the given. So A is equal to 1 by 3 means what is your inverse of 1 by 3? Minus 1 by 3. A is equal, in example, A is equal to 3 by 5 they given means minus 3 by 5. If A is equal to minus 7 by, so in example A is equal to minus 7 by 5 they will given, ask what is the additive inverse, they will ask what is the additive inverse. You change the sign, that's all, the negative manner. So change the sign means 7 by 5, that's all. You change the sign means you will get the additive inverse. So inverse, additive inverse we want to find means you should change the sign. 1 by 3 means minus 1 by 3. So if they are given minus 1 by 3, you change plus 1 by 3. That's all. Then the second one is the multiplication. So multiplication, A into B is equal to B into A. What is the additive multiplication identity? What is the multiplication identity? That is nothing but 1. 0 is the additive identity, 1 is your multiplicative identity. So in example, same example we will take 1 by 3. 1 by 3 into which number we are multiplying, we will get 1. 1 by 3 into which number, what number we will get here? So easily you can say that. So the reciprocal of this number, 3 divided by 1. So multiplicative inverse means we want to find the reciprocal. Reciprocal we want to find. 1 by 3 they given means, So you should change the reciprocal. 3 divided by 1. In simple, another example. If A is equal to, they given any number minus 7 by 5. What is the multiplicative inverse of this number? You should change the inverse. That's all. Minus 5 divided by 7. Here you no need to change the sign. Only you change the numerator and denominator. That's all. This is the multiplicative inverse. So some problem we will solve here based on the what all are the such things we see today. Example 1. So in example 1, find the additive inverse of the following. Find the additive inverse of the following. First one, minus 3 divided by 11, and second problem 2 divided by 7, third problem 5. So easily you can find it. So what we want to find? Additive inverse. Additive inverse means what we want to do? We want to change the sign. That's all. What is the answer of the first one? Solution. Solution of first one is what? So minus 3 by 11 they given. What is the additive inverse of minus 3 by 11 plus 3 by 11? So the additive inverse of minus 3 by 11 is plus 3 by 11. That's all. What about the second one? They given 2 by 7 plus 2 by 7. Nothing is there means plus operation is there. So what we want to do here? We want to change the sign. So the additive inverse of 2 divided by 7 is minus 2 divided by 7. That's all. What is additive inverse of 5? Minus 5. Okay. So example 2. So example 2. So find the multiplicative inverse. Find the multiplicative inverse of the following. So two problems we will solve here. The first one is 1 by 3. Second one is minus 9 divided by 11. So multiplicative inverse means what we want to do? We don't need to change the sign here. Here we want to change the numerator and denominator. We want to find the reciprocal. So solution. So what is the solution here? First one. So the multiplicative inverse of of 1 by 3 is, so what is the reciprocal of 1 by 3? 3 divided by 1, so that is nothing but your 3. What about the second one? So the multiplicative inverse of minus 9 divided by 11 is, so no need to change the sign here. Minus, we want to find the reciprocal here. 9 divided by 9. What is the reciprocal here? 11 divided by 9. So minus 11 divided by 9 is your answer. This is a very easy one. They will ask 1 word or 2 more based upon this. Thank you, student.